Yesterday, Bitcoin created another dump towards the downside, took out this downside liquidity, and right now we have been forming this bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. But a lot of people are talking about the fact that Grayscale is dumping Bitcoin, but in my opinion, this is just not true. So I need to be talking about the actual real reason why Bitcoin is right now dumping and why I think in the short term we can be seeing a little bit of a relief bounce. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 80 likes? That would be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's first of all have a look into what's the imminent short term. And guys, I am still having my Bitcoin short position open. It is right now just a little bit less than 30k in a profit. So that is absolutely very nice. Now what is even nicer in my opinion is that this is all documented live on my YouTube page. Right there I exactly shared that the massive Bitcoin crash has started, and in that video before I exactly was talking about how we are going to be getting one last push towards the upside and then we are going to be getting our crash. But for the Bitcoin price action right now, well, after we took out our liquidity yesterday towards the downside, which we have exactly been talking about in yesterday's video, that whenever liquidity is starting to pile up below us again, well, then we are going to be grabbing it. And look at exactly what we did right after we created that liquidity towards the downside. Well, we exactly grabbed that liquidity right after. Now, right now, we are creating this bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. At the same time, we are bouncing off our Bitcoin daily support. So definitely during the course of this weekend, I do think we can be seeing at least some consolidation over here, but possibly even a little bit of a bounce back towards the upside. But there are two things which are going to be very important to keep in mind. First of all, we are going to be trading in the weekend. So yes, volatility is going to be lowered. And second of all, well, we are getting huge, massive breakdowns right now on that daily time frame. Literally, we are confirming our breakdowns on that daily time frame of our uptrend. We have of course been trading inside of this uptrend on the daily time frame. We have all of the time been creating higher highs, higher lows, but right now we are breaking that structure because we are breaking below our previous lows. So definitely on that daily time frame we are starting to trade inside of a downtrend, which we of course already have been predicting already for a week or so. Literally I've shorted this exact Bitcoin top over here. So yes, in the end of the day we might be seeing some kind of a relief rally back towards the upside, maybe some kind of a consolidation over here, but just keep in mind that in the end of the day, we are just going to be grabbing our downside liquidity. We are most definitely trading in a downtrend right now, and I actually want to be looking for short positions. But right now, to answer the question, is Grayscale dumping the Bitcoin price? Well, to answer that question, first of all, there is a fact that Grayscale is of course selling off Bitcoin, but is this really pushing down the Bitcoin price? Well, in my opinion, not really. Because if we have a look into what's the inflows and outflows, we can basically see that all of the selling pressure from Grayscale is literally being absorbed by all of these other ETFs. So maybe Grayscale is actually in fact dumping a lot of Bitcoin, but this is not causing the Bitcoin crash towards the downside, because literally all of this sell pressure is just being absorbed by all of these other ETFs. So what is then really dumping the Bitcoin price? Well, I'm going to be talking about that exactly a little bit later. But first of all, if you are as well going to be interested in trading this imminent short term of Bitcoin price action, well, make sure to check out that first link in the description, because you can right now claim a free $1,000 trade by clicking on that link. Sign up a new account and deposit at least $100. So that is absolutely insane. You can be claiming an insane $1,000 trade with just $100. And on top of that, to make it even better, you can also claim a $40,000 deposit bonus on whatever you deposit on Bybit with that same exact link. So you can be claiming both deals with only just this link in the description. Of course, without that link in the description, your deposit bonus would only be $400, and of course, you are not going to be getting this free trade. But if we are going to be having a look into the actual reason why Bitcoin has actually been dumping towards the downside, well, first of all, we can be taking a look into the Bitcoin liquidity. But in my opinion, this is a little bit of an easy answer. Of course, Bitcoin's price is all of the time moving towards the liquidity, but in a downtrend, it's all of the time moving towards the liquidity towards the downside. But in an uptrend, it's always moving towards the liquidity towards the upside. And just about a week ago or so, we have identified that we are going to be trading inside of a downtrend by all of these signals, which we have been very carefully explaining exactly in this video over here. We have seen euphoria hitting the market. We could be seeing that momentum is diverging. We could be seeing a little bit of a sell the news event actually with the spot Bitcoin ETFs. This is actually a little bit of a sell the news event. We have seen our mid-cycle resistance actually got hit, and that is providing us huge amounts of resistance, just like this indicator is also flashing a huge sell signal. So yeah, these are actually the signals which have been indicating that we are going to be dumping even more towards the downside. It is not Grayscale that a lot of people are making it out to be. Of course, people are always looking for an excuse. They are always looking for someone to point their fingers at, while in reality, Grayscale is not even dumping the Bitcoin price. So yeah, these people which are saying that Grayscale is dumping the Bitcoin price, well, they are just scared to admit that they were wrong, that we are headed in towards the downtrend. But well, this is always how it goes in crypto. You've just got to be careful with who you are following in this space. But anyways, with that being said, yes, in the end of the day, I do think we are going to be headed for one of the biggest bull markets ever. Now, I do not know yet at what level we are going to be bouncing, but for that exactly, I will be keeping you guys up to date exactly about that. Now, these are going to be some very important support levels, which I am going to be having a look in towards. We are sitting at a very important daily support level over here, so I will be considering taking some profits eventually anytime soon already from my trades. Even though I do think we could be headed a little bit lower right here, yes, I am going to be starting to accumulate a little bit more altcoins over here now already, okay, because most definitely you want to be accumulating more Bitcoin, more altcoins in towards a dip, because especially I do think anytime soon we are going to be headed in towards one of the biggest bull markets ever. Now, with that being said, do not get fooled over here, and make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.